Reuters, Wall Street climbed on Tuesday for a third straight session, buoyed by Amazon.com and Apple, while investors focused on inflation data on Wednesday that could upset the market. A Euro trademark's fragile recovery, or clear the way for additional gains. Amazon.com, AMZNO, rose 2% while Apple, AAPLO, added 1%, both helping the S&P 500 shake off a negative open to the session and climb 0.26% by the close. Investors said data on U.S. consumer prices and retail sales due out on Wednesday will be key to where stocks move in the short term. Inflation and interest rate fears sparked a stock market rout after U.S. jobs data was released on February 2. Rob Hayworth, a senior investment strategist at U.S. Bank Wealth Management, said the Marqeta Euro trademark's recovery from a negative start earlier in the session was a good sign, but that it remained too soon to predict the Marqeta Euro trademark's return to stability. We think Euro trademark going to be volatile for a few more trading days at least, as the market sorts out what a Euro trademark's really been going on. Hayworth said. Among the biggest movers was sportswear retailer Under Armour, UAAN, up more than 17.36% on strong quarterly sales, and AmerisourceBergen, ABCN, up 9.30% after the Wall Street Journal reported Walgreens, WBAO, was seeking to buy out the drug distributor. Cleveland Fed President Loretta Mester, a voting member in the central bank Euro trademark's rate-setting committee this year, said the recent stock market sell-off and jump in volatility will not damage the economy. Euro trademark's overall strong prospects. Following a slump into correction territory last week, the S&P 500 has recovered 3.2% in the past three sessions. It remains down 7.3% from a record high on January 26 and is currently priced at levels first reached in early December. The Dow Jones Industrial Average (DJI) rose 0.16% to end at 24,640.45 points, while the S&P 500 (SPX) gained 6.94 points to close at 2,662.94. The Nasdaq Composite (IXIC) added 0.45% to 7,013.51. 9 of the 11 major S&P indexes rose, led by Real Estate. SPLRCR, up 0.54%. Benchmark US 10-year Treasury yields US 10 YT equals RR dipped to 2.842%, shy of a 4-year peak of 2.9020% hit on Monday. The CBOE Volatility Index. VIX, a widely followed measure of short-term stock volatility and seen as a contributing factor itself to the sell-off, was last at 25.3 points, half the 50-point mark it touched last week. Following Wall Street Euro trademark's recent swings, the S&P 500 is down 0.4% for the year. The tech-heavy Nasdaq is up 1.6% in 2018. On a day of heavy trading in healthcare companies, Henry Schein, HSICO, and Patterson Companies, PDCOO, fell 6.64% and 5.19%, respectively, after news of a U.S. Federal Trade Commission complaint against the dental supply firms. Investors in those and other healthcare distributors are weighing the possible ramifications of the AmerisourceBergen deal and a report of Amazon Euro trademark's, AMZNO, push into the sector. Of the 70% of the S&P 500 companies that have reported earnings, nearly 78% of them topped profit expectations, according to Thomson Reuters data. That is above the 72% average beat rate in the past 4 quarters. Advancing issues outnumbered declining ones on the NYSE by a 1.31 to 1 ratio, on Nasdaq, a 1.48 to 1 ratio favored advancers. About 6.4 billion shares changed hands in U.S. exchanges on Friday, below the 8.4 billion daily average over the last 20 sessions.